Talkin with Shane. Heavy metal news, heavy metal fun, heavy metal, oh, heavy metal buns. Jive Talkin with Shane. Jesus Christ, I'm getting good at that. Welcome back, one and all. Welcome, one and all. Jive Talkin episode 51. That's right. We had a big 50th anniversary. Nothing happened with that. Other than just another episode, and now we are already on our way to 100. What can we do for that? We do not know. Welcome, one and all that watches or listens to this. By the way, Spotify, I upload the video version too, so if you are on Spotify, you can actually watch the video or you can watch it here on YouTube. Whatever feels right to you. A little bit of a drink here, a little sip of my drink, my soda. Getting into some interesting heavy metal news, because that's what we do here. Each and every episode, I deliver to you heavy metal and hard rock news stories that you could find anywhere, read at your own leisure. Instead, you choose to listen to me as I blunder through this. The best part, at the very end of each episode, I read your comments from the YouTube video. So we're getting right into it, okay? Right into it with Lynn Turner. Oh my goodness. Kiss is just, they're just that group that you love to talk about. And Lynn Turner blasts Kiss for allegedly using backing tracks. All it's doing is destroying your legacy. And he's looking good. Still, for this photo, they've chose the one with the wig, but he's freed himself of the wig. And he's going bald now, which he can choose to wear a wig or he can go bald because he's decided what he would like to do on each given day. Some days you want to wear a hat, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you want to wear, panties, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just wear your boxers. Anyways, let's get into this story and see what it's about. In an interview with Andrew Daly of Metal Castle, legendary hard rock vocalist Lynn Turner, Rainbow, Deep Purple, Yngwie Malmsteen, was asked for his thoughts on his contemporaries using backing tracks in the live setting. He said, oh boy, here it comes. I think it's become too much. I understand some groups need to rely on the computers, but I'm old school. And I think live music should be live. That's what people pay for. If you are well known and you're going out there and using backing tracks, you're not being honest. It's pantomime. It's not even karaoke. I mean, technically it is karaoke, unless you're pantomiming the vocal, which Paul does from time to time. I feel it's cheating people. It's cheating people. It's cheating yourself. Because if you can't cut it live, well, that's what separates the men from the boys. That's what separates who's great and who's average. Anyone can cover it up with the studio, but it all comes out live. And if you can't hack it, then get off the stage. Here he goes. He keeps going. I understand there's a technology that certain bands use today. But if you're Kiss, for example, maybe you ought to quit while you're ahead, guys. Don't you think you've got enough money to where you don't need to take all the static for doing what you're doing? All it's doing is destroying your legacy, and you'd probably be better off if you just stopped. I'm not trying to point them out individually, even though I just said Kiss if you're a band like Kiss, but I'm not pointing them out individually. But they've been known to use it. And look, I understand how difficult it is, especially for singers, because you can only go so many nights in a row. So if you want to be out there still, maybe cut back on the nights, and maybe you can't make as much money. I think we have to look at the driving force here and then try and understand the motivation for why they do it. It's money. If you cram in the shows and you turn on the walkie-talkies instead, then you can get paid the same monies, and you go, wait a minute. You mean I can get out here and pantomime for an hour and a half and get paid the same monies? Okay. If you're only doing it for the money so you can have 5 nights instead of 3, that's not a good enough reason for me. Go play for 3 nights and be yourself, or stop doing it altogether. You sons of bitch. No, I'm adding that part. But I mean, he's got some good points there. That was the original thing about playing live. Is you're like, okay, I've heard the studio record. I've heard the ones where they've cut out all the click sticks. 1, 2, 3, and go. And they've mixed it, they've mastered it. Now I want to see them perform them songs live. Problem is it's a new age, right? There are some bands that rely, even in the new age, rely heavily on those electronics, like Falling in Reverse thing, okay? If it literally runs every single thing on the stage where you cannot even function as a band, that's a problem. If you're using backing tracks to cover your vocals because you don't want to do them, that's bad. But if it's, enhancements, like the good point made was the symphony stuff. You can't, bring a full symphony with you for this, 30-second part of it. But what say you? Get in the comments and tell me what you think of this. Geoff Tate, our friend Jeff Tate. Jeff Tate and the Hot Potato Boys. You're seeing he's got some little Band-Aids and stuff there. That scares me a little bit, but it says Jeff Tate is still not back to 100% after his open heart surgery. Remember that? We mentioned that how great he was sounding at his age and stuff. But he, he's got he had the heart surgery and stuff. Oh, I'm scatterbrained here because I'm trying to remember the days and orders of which thing, because I believe this Sunday on the First Listens, if you're listening to this tomorrow, we're doing Jeff Tate Sweet Oblivion, the band that he's doing. So that's one of the songs that we're checking out. So I got Jeff Tate on the brain. Let's get into this and see what he says. Former Queensryche singer Jeff Tate says that he is still not completely recovered after recently undergoing an unspecified heart procedure. Said right there at the top. Open heart surgery? Oh, that's about as rudimentary as it gets, right? Because they have to open up your chest. Open heart. The 63-year-old musician discussed his health in an interview with Tulsa Music Stream, baby. Asked if he is feeling back to 100% nearly 6 months after undergoing the knife, Jeff Tate said to Blabbermouth, "Yes, I think I don't know." No, he said, "Yeah, I think I don't know if I'd say 100%, but I think after the new year, I'll be approaching that number. It was a really difficult few months there. I'd never been seriously ill in my life. I'd never actually been in a hospital ever." Why not? You're a vampire. Aren't you going in there to steal them vials of blood, those bags of blood they have in there? Ah, yes, the fresh blood. The fresh blood in the freezer in the basement. So this was something that was quite a bit different to get used to. Nothing says wake up and realize your age and your life and everything than an open heart surgery, right? You kind of go, whoa. Like I was telling someone the other day, you spend 50 years wrecking yourself. Well, 30, 40, 50 years just wrecking yourself, just abusing yourself madly and badly, physically, mentally, everything. And then you spend the last 50, 20, 30, 40, 50 trying to fix all the problems that you've accumulated in your life, right? This past August, Tate said that it took about a month before he could make a sound and eventually regain his singing voice. I'd never been in a hospital before in my life. What about the day you were born? Did your mother have you outside in a barn? Or I'd never had anything wrong with me. And that was the first experience for me, he explained to Richie Bierney. And I was just amazed at how it took what it took out of me. I've always been a pretty physical, pretty strong person, but man, when I came out of that hospital, I was weak. I could barely walk. On July 3rd, Tate took to his Facebook page to share a photo with him and Dr. Sam Curie for the Department of Cardiovascular Surgery at the Universitas Herzenentrum Freiburg Bad Kreuziger. Jeez. Imagine someone on the deathbed. Where do you need to go? over to Universitas Herzenentrum Frieden Baden Krozingen. Please, before I die. In Germany, he included the following message. All my gratitude to the talented Dr. Sammy Query for giving me a healthy heart. Feeling so much better each day. On June 13th, Geoff Tate, he fronted Queensryche for 30 years from the band's inception through 2012, took to his social media to write, I am having a medical procedure and my health professionals want me to recover over the summer. I will be back and rocking South America in January. Looking forward to seeing everyone on the road. So there you have that. He's getting there. Baby steps, we say. You got to take them baby steps. Let's say you're a cigarette smoker. First baby step is throw those cigarettes in the toilet. And then every time you want to smoke a cigarette, you just pinch yourself. Pinch your nipples as hard as you can do it. And then see, you won't smoke anymore. Okay? Another story here real quickly. Look at that. These mugs. These look like pound puppies that you see at the pound. Behind jail bars and stuff. One, Dave Mustaine and James Hetfield. And they just look like, take me home. Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light. Dave Mustaine says publishing discrepancies led to the shelving of Metallica's expanded No Life Till Leather release. Oh, this should be very interesting. In an interview with Guitar.com, Megadeth lead singer Dave Mustaine was asked if his reputation for being outspoken has benefited or hindered his career. In the long run, he responded, there's 3 sides to every story and 3 sides to a coin, if you ask me. There's my side, there would be the other side, and then there would be the truth, which is somewhere right in the middle. Oddly enough, there was one of the last conversations I had with Metallica's James Hetfield because we were talking about getting back together and doing a project. Oh, this is what they were talking about, because I saw another thing where they was talking about some kind of hidden project James Hetfield was going to do with Dave Mustaine on the DL, on the download. Something had come up. But about the publishing discrepancies that we have been arguing about for years and years and years. And I told James, I'll do it, but we've got to get the stuff sorted out first. And he said, oh, yeah, sure. So I know. Knew these 2 songs, and me split 50-50. Lars didn't write on this song. You know that? Oh, yeah. He said that quite a few times, too, about the Lars didn't do anything. Lars didn't play on this and stuff. I don't know why you gave him percentages, but I'm not. I'm not going to sign another deal with that's going to confirm that because I never agreed to that. And James said, well, Lars has a different recollection of that. And I said, that's fine. Was that Dave Mustaine again? And I said, that's fine. They're his side of the story and then my side of the story. And the truth is somewhere. And that blew his mind. And we haven't talked since. Mustaine added, I was trying to be really friendly with him. He told me that the last 3 projects that they did bombed. And they wanted to go back and use all the stuff that I was on. And I said, sure. As soon as I said that, 3 stories bit, it was over. What? 3 stories bit? Nearly 3 years ago, Mustaine said that he didn't want to perpetuate false information by giving Ulrich songwriting credit. I love that. Perpetuate false information by giving Ulrich songwriting credit on the previously announced expanded version of Metallica's 1982 demo tape, No Life Till Leather. So he's basically saying the guitarist wrote all the songs and James and Lars didn't have a damn thing to do with it. No Life Till Leather was released as a limited edition cassette for Record Store Day in April 2015, available exclusively in independent record stores. It featured artwork copies from drummer Ulrich's own personal copy of the original demo, as well as his handwriting at the time. The band also promised the expanded edition of demos, which had never been commercially available, would arrive on CD, vinyl, and in a collector set. The 7-song tape was recorded with the first lineup of the band appeared live as Metallica, including Ulrich Hetfield, lead guitarist Mustaine, and Ron McGovney on bass. The original recordings were paid for by High Velocity record label owner Kenny Kane, with a view of making them available as an EP in 1982. Mustaine discussed the proposed expanded edition of No Life Till Leather during a June 2019 interview with Kerrang! Magazine, saying that the last time he spoke to Hetfield was when Metallica called him to talk about No Life Till Leather release. Mustaine recalled, I was trying to give them the publishing over to Lars. They were trying to get me. Okay, I'm going to stop with the voice for a minute. They're trying to get me to give publishing over to Lars, despite James and I being the sole songwriters. Lars wanted a percentage, and I just said no. I love James. He's a terrific guitar player, but I can't do that. So there you have that. One little silly fun story for you. Dee Snider, you know him? He's the guy that fought the PMRC. He's in all the history books. He was wearing all that denim, and he came in and pulled a speech out of his back pocket, and then the PMRC said, by God, he's done it. We've all changed our minds, haven't we? Meeting adjourned. He's getting a Funko. That looks like him. I mean, it could be Taylor Swift if you put a different outfit on it, but it's got the little face paint and stuff, but he's not, so he's probably got some things to say about it. Twisted Sister's Dee Snider gets his own Funko Pop figure. I bet he'll say it's about time. The popular vinyl collectible company Funko, best known for its big-headed pop figures, has unveiled its latest artist collaboration, Twisted Sister singer Dee Snider. Announced as part of Funko's 2022 Pop-A-Palooza, also styled as Pop-A-Palooza lineup. The Dee Snider vinyl figure is approximately 4 inches tall. Official figure descriptions send societal expectations crashing through the window and add Pop Dee Snider to Twisted Sister to your pop rock set. Pop Dee Snider wanted to rock your collection with iconic, rebellious, head-banging beats, growing your pop rock collection and set the stage for your own concert. Fun. Where's Dee saying something about it? He's going to say it's about time. The other artists who have gotten the pop treatment, I know we talked about Korn, Jonathan Davis, Kiss, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Ozzy Osbourne, Def Leppard, Rob Zombie, Slipknot, Slayer, Ghost, Motorhead, and I hate myself for loving you. Can't make me Joan Jett. Her black hearts don't get anything, but where is Dee Snider going on about it? Because he's got it. I'm sure he's popped off about it. I don't care where the headquarters are. A funk pop vinyl pop figure, or popular known as pop, is packaged carefully inside a box with a transparent front. The figurine is made out of vinyl and makeup. You imagine someone that loves these pops. They got a whole basement of them, and then they have a fire down there. I mean, the collection's gone, but the smoke from that vinyl. Have you ever seen vinyl burn? Jesus. It is time for your comments. That's right, where we get into your thoughts and opinions each and every episode as we do so. Let me have a little drink here. I'm having what's it called? NOS energy drink, high performance energy drink. It's grape. It's okay. It's got caffeine and all that stuff in it. Vitamin B6 and B12. Ooh. Let's do it, folks. Let's do it. Let's get it. And look at the top of the pile here. Mike Buchanan. He's got his dad jokes and everything set to go. We're going to see what Mike Buchanan's got to say. So, how did everybody celebrate Shane's 50th Jive Talkin? I did lots of day drinking. That's beautiful. That's almost a poem. So that I didn't have to drive my kid anywhere. Woohoo! But yes, I've been here since day one of Jive Talkin. Not sure how I feel about that. Thank you. That's the proper way you should feel. You should go, is this the most informational channel in the world? Or am I really wasting a lot of time? Still not feeling John 5 with Motley Crue. It's like drinking champagne while eating hot dogs. Oh, God. That's a terrible combination. And that's coming from a guy that likes to have, you're going to freak when you hear this, I like to have a piece of peanut butter bread with my spaghetti. I use it to swirl it around the thing and do it. And I eat peanut butter bread and spaghetti. So I know everyone's going to say use, but I feel like champagne and hot dogs is way worse. Dude, besides 70,000 tons, there's Monsters of Rock cruise, Full Metal cruise, Shipwrecked, and as you said, Headbangers Boat. There might be more, but I stopped caring. I mean, it would be really fun to go on one of those, but I don't know that I would have, get out to sea and then start, have a panic attack. I don't know. Just feel like I like to be able to sneak away and hide if that's possible. And you're stuck on a boat out in the middle of the ocean. You're not escaping anything unless you just sit in your little hole, right? Wasp has always been about Blackie. He's got a huge ego problem. And let's go into the 50th celebration Jive Talkin jokes of the year. Oh, snap. We're looking into jokes of the year and stuff. Okay. These are going to be jokes of the year as opposed to his jokes that over the past year. Okay, let's go. Can February march? No, but April may. I like that kind of stuff, like May the 4th be with you and whatever. Where do you drown a hipster? In the mainstream, brah. I added the brah. What did the fish say when it ran into a wall? Damn. Like the Hoover. Get it? When I found out my toaster wasn't waterproof, I was shocked. Oh, Jesus. Don't ever do that. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. What did the buffalo say to his son when he left for college? Bye, son. Ha! Ah, damn it. I gave my dead battery away, free of charge. That's solid. That's a solid one. If you can think of a better fish pun, let me know. Oh, boy, man. They say change is hard. You're telling me. Have you ever tried to bend a coin? There you go, my friend. Heart and thumb for you. Good times. Joseph coming in here. I believe Joseph is a new one. Great accent, Shane. LOL. That's the highlight of this video. Thank you, mate. And welcome, and there's your heart. Joseph coming in. Dr. Funkenstein. Funking it up in every corner of the nation. Slow News Week. Angry face. Is that an angry face or happy face? No, I guess it'd be red, right? If it was angry. Heavy Metal Horns. Oh, wait. I do have a comment. I hate Sharon Osbourne.
Well, fuck you, Dr. Funkenstein. We don't even like you either. I'm going to go tell Ozzy on you. He's the Prince of Darkness.
There's your heart. MB. Never heard of Chad Kroeger, but that's a fancy name. Very impressive. You never seen the look at this photograph? Nickelback's back. They played their first show. So you got to know who that is. Unless I got his name completely wrong. Now I'm starting to double think if his name's not Chad Kroeger. Miss Althea coming in with this one. Dumbstruck Fool says, when did Chad Kroeger, so I'm pretty sure I'm going with it is right because she's saying it right here. When did Chad Kroeger start looking like Chef Curtis Stone? Who's that? Was he someone I should know? Like, is he on Chopped? Or what was the one where they battle in the arena? With that awesome ninja guy that always goes, cook! He's like, cook! Anyways, sigh. I guess it's slow news day when a decades-old feud of scathing remarks between Brucey D and Sharon have to be rehashed and resurrected. What's next? A cafeteria food fight over lunch money? Pay money to see that. I'd pay to see all these heavy metalers in a cafeteria arguing over who's in line for, the last bit of, I don't know, whatever. Ellen Barkin. Okay. Ellen Barkin, not Ellen Bernstein, was in Sea of Love. Yes, Ellen Barkin. Very exotic. But in a totally random tidbit, I had the TV on in the room as I watched this, and one of one of the nostalgia channels has showing "Welcome Back, Kotter." Welcome back. It's ironic was the episode where the guest star was Valerie Curtin, who happened to play Vera. Oh my God! In the movie, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. It's those things. It's the multiverse. Somewhere in a multiverse, in a million multiverses away, you were sitting there doing the exact same thing, but it wasn't Vera, it was Flo that was sitting on the couch in the interview and was in the movie Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Mikey B speaks the truth, and believe me when I say his Sasquatch was on point. All right, well, put your Instagram. I know you could probably put it on your Instagram. I'll go over there and see it, look at it, give it a double, triple tap. There's your heart there, Miss Althea. We got white bread coming in with this one. Mr. Nickelback is right about Sevendust. Saw them open for Clutch, dude. We went to the same show. Maybe not the same place, but we were there because I saw them too with Clutch. Saw them open for Clutch, and they blew the roof off with their energy. Made Clutch look like old and tired. Okay. I agree with you 100% because I saw that show. Now, I want to say, I don't know if it happened in your town, but I think they added a couple local bands on that bill too. So it was these two local bands. I can't really remember their names, who they were. And it was Clutch, and it was Sevendust. I'm going to tell you a quick story here. Me and a couple of friends were picked to go and grab all the beer and the shit and all the green room goodies and stuff like that, right? And they were going to do this loft kind of a thing after the gig. And we were allowed to be there and everything else. Okay, so you're right. Sevendust blew the roof off the place. I mean, they have high energy. But after this, after the show was over, they were going to have this party upstairs, and Clutch wanted to set up there in the little area. They had a little drum set, little everything, and they said, we'll set up a little lounge set and we'll play. Sevendust poo-pooed it. Poo-pooed the whole thing. They came up, they walked around, they acted like, yo, bros, what's up, bros? And then they left. But I was really hoping that Clutch was going to set up and we could sit right there and watch them do a little freestyle show. And Sevendust said, no, I don't want him to do that. But so there you have that. Rob, here's still white bread. Rob Halford and Bruce and Ozzy all day. You never hear a bad thing about the metal god. Not a fucking prick, as Sharon would say. I agree. Rob Halford is the gentleman's gentleman. Philip Allman, your impersonations are very funny. Thank you. I didn't even know that I was an impersonator, but I guess I am. Edward, you should react to Silent Jealousy by X Japan. We'll have to get Miss Althea's thumbs up on that. But again, I got to take the heart back because this is not the appropriate place for requests. Everywhere else is, but the Jive Talkins. So you're going to get a thumb. Okay, bud? Mike Stelzer, just saw Hatebreed and Gate Creeper this week. I hadn't seen Hatebreed since I was in my 20s. Hadn't seen Gate Creeper since May. You going to Sick New World in Vegas in May? I'll be there. Let's party, bro. I didn't even know Sick New World, but that might be doable. That might be something I might want to go. I did want to go see Merciful Fate down there. I just get, man, shit catches up with you so fast. You know, Catatonia's coming, and I really want to see that too. But I go, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get tickets. And then I tell myself, okay, you got to get the tickets later. Don't buy them now because they're going to be super expensive. They're going to be cheaper later. And then you go, oh, God, is it tomorrow? And you're just wasting yourself away when you do that. I realize these things. That's all I got. Okay, let's head out. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it till we drop. No, come on, you baby. For there ain't no preacher and there ain't no cop. So come on, baby, let's do it till we drop. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it till we drop. Hey. Jive Talkin with the Shane D. Here we go. Oh, baby. Jive Talkin shit.